Hello and welcome to another A-Level Economics video with me, Mr Goff, from MrGoff.com. This video will focus on specialising in the production of goods and services to trade. As well as specialisation by way of the division of labour, in economics, specialisation also refers to the decision by individuals, firms, regions and countries to focus on the production of certain goods and services. They usually choose the ones where they have a competitive advantage. Specialisation requires the ability to trade for goods that you don't yet produce. For instance, Spain has a competitive advantage in producing oranges, which would probably have to be produced in a greenhouse in the UK. We actually import $350 million worth of oranges each year. Globalisation has greatly increased country-based specialisation, as it's led to greater amounts of trade. The key benefit of specialising in the production of goods and services to trade is that if everyone specialises, then there should be more output for everyone to enjoy. To get the idea, consider this simplified scenario below. Country A and Country B are both obsessed with banana milkshakes. The only products they produce are bananas and milk. Each of them puts 50% of their resources towards each product. But in Country A, they have an advantage in growing bananas. They're able to grow 8 tons of bananas, but only 3,000 litres of milk. In Country B, they have much more suited to producing milk. So they produce 10,000 litres of milk, but are only able to grow 2 tons worth of bananas. In total, we can see that there are 10 tons of bananas and 13,000 litres of milk. If they both specialise in what they're better at, Country A will now produce 16 tonnes of bananas, while Country B produces 20,000 litres of milk. We can see that the overall production has gone up, and there should be more for everyone to enjoy if they produce what they're best at and trade for what they don't have. For workers, the key benefits of specialisation are that they may be able to do the role they feel most suited to. It may be possible for workers to earn more money, either through recognition of their increased skill level or through additional output for people who earn a piece rate. Workers who find themselves doing jobs that they love for good money will enjoy a better quality of life. The disadvantages of specialisation for workers include that some workers will be stuck in menial jobs that are boring and repetitive. Also, if the skill set workers specialise in falls out of use, it may be difficult to get a job in another industry. Drivers of all kinds face the risk of autonomous cars and autonomous trucks taking over and being in a position where they don't have a good transferable skill set. For producers, specialisation means they can employ specialist machinery and use the division of labour to increase productivity. They can also buy in the best quality components to use in their products rather than making them themselves. As firms produce more of the same thing, they may also be able to take advantage of economies of scale, such as bulk purchasing discounts on their components. There's also less time lost changing equipment to produce different items. If you think about someone that produces a range of ice creams, each time they change from one ice cream to another, the equipment would have to be reset for the new type of ice cream. If they just produce their most popular line, they would save a lot of this time that's lost during the production process. There are also disadvantages of specialisation for producers to consider, such as where production is highly automated, a fault with one machine can halt the entire production line. Also, if the scope of the work is limited, worker retention may become a problem, or bored workers may produce low-quality goods. If it becomes difficult or costly to trade for the resources that you need, it will greatly affect profits. There may be diseconomies of scale as the firm grows and needs more levels of management. The size of the market a producer has access to will affect how much they can specialise. They may want to specialise in certain products, but they need to make sure that they'll have enough customers. The internet has really helped small businesses to be able to access a much larger market for specialised products. Regions and countries can use specialisation to take advantage of natural resources and areas of comparative advantage, leading to higher output for these countries and regions. Specialisms can bring with them investment and growth, increasing incomes and standards of living in the regions and countries. For governments, this means higher amounts of taxes raised from the additional income, and so more to spend on further improving the country. Specialisation comes with an increase in trade, and so also means greater choice of goods and services for people in these regions and countries. The disadvantages of specialisation for regions and countries include that if there is a loss of demand for a particular industry that a region or country specialises in, then it could lead to long-term problems with unemployment. This has been seen in areas like the south of Wales and the north of England after the coal industry collapsed. If a region or country's competitive advantage in their specialism is lost, then it may face severe decline. If a specialism is exploitative or damaging to the environment, then it may not be sustainable in the long term. This could leave these regions or countries with difficulties producing income in the future. That brings us to the end of this video on specialising in the production of goods and services to trade. Join me in the next video when I'll be looking at the role of money. Use the resources at mrgoff.com to help you revise economics, and until next time, it's bye for now.